jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open.
It's the 6th of December.
Bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Good morning, day 6. The prompt is selfie in a bubble. Right, so sorted out a few things from Lee. Looks like a die cut, but it's round, so that'll help. And then this pretty one that I think I showed you when I did the unveiling anyway, but it's got sort of glitter on it, which is really nice. And this is a random photo of me at 20 that I found, so I'm going to cut that up. And then Lee sent me a bit of cardboard, so I'm going to do some gessoing on that in the background. And then I've just got a, one of these things that has already been sort of cut and whatever anyway, one of these file pages. So I'm going to use that to go between to make my bubble effect. So let me just cut this corner out here. And we'll get started, hey? Get rid of that big sheet then. All right, let's see our pieces and see what we have. I think the first thing I better do is gesso this and get a little bit of colour on it. Oh, that just came apart, so that might be better just having one layer of that. It's like a plastic. I don't have any vellum, I'm afraid. All right, let's do some gessoing. Now we just want to take the cardboard effect off and just have a little bit of gesso on there, just to add a little bit of interest in the background. Lee had already done a little bit of something's already on there. Alright, like that. So let's leave that to dry and then we'll move on to the next bit. I think I might do some stenciling on this as well. Just trying to decide. And I also need to get my number 6. So let me grab that. Alright, grab those little numbers that Lee sent me. So let's have a go with those. I've got my VersaFine black ink. So let's just have a little play around with those. I think I'll just do all the numbers down the side and then have a play around with where I put my picture and stuff. Let's move that to one side. Alright, let's grab my journal and grab my page out. Alright, let's have a look at my page. I need to grab my things. See, already it's starting to pull here, just from undoing it. Alright, I'm just going to grab a couple of those rings, all the stickers that I've made into rings, before I stick that down. I found a bit of tape. It's still sticky from what Lee sent, so I might use that on here today. Just add a little bit more glue stick just to make sure it has got enough stick. Right, here we go. Stick that over the top and then we'll redo the holes with the crocodile. And then it'll just be something a little bit different on there. I like the colours. Yep, and then I can just grab my crocodile. 1 and 2. I'll do that before I start, otherwise I'll forget. Yeah, that looks quite nice on there anyway. Looks quite effective. Alright, I now need to cut out my picture so that it will fit in here. So, what have I got that is that size? Let's have a look. There we are. Done. Now I'm thinking because it's Christmas that I might make this into like, or to look like a bauble. So I need to sort of add some gold around the edge there before I put this in. I think that's good. So let's do some gold paint. And if I do it on there, that will be fine because it doesn't matter if it gets over the back page here. So that's going to be just fine. So let me get my katakis, of course, my favourites. And I'm thinking probably this looks like a traditional gold, doesn't it? Yep, that'll be good.
Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight.
Let me just move that and let it dry. Put it over there. And let's do some splatter on here. It's already got a lot on there anyway now. Maybe we'll do some splotches instead. Let's do some marking. How about that? We'll do that in gold. We'll do some marking today instead. Good. Nice and sparkly. Ready for Christmas. Alright, so let's let all of that dry. Just use up what I've got on the brush. There we are, all dry, and I've cut this into a circle as well. So now I've just got to assemble it all. So I think I'll start at the bottom and find out where I'm putting this first. So I quite like that. Let's take a little bit more of that off. Yeah, that's good. And where do I want my 6? I think here. I think that will be good. Alright, let's get that stuck down. I'm liking the numbers on there too. It's really effective. And a little bit of gold marking is just coming through nicely down the edge. And a little bit here. Which is good. Right, and number 6 next. I don't think I need to ink around this because it's already got a dark edge on it. Makes it so much easier having these Advent numbers, that's for sure. Alright, let's line it up with the bottom of the page. That's better. Yep. Okay, I'm liking that. That's coming together. It's funny when you start a page, you never know how it's going to go. And then all of a sudden it starts to come together. Alright, so we need to work backwards. So let me just grab my piece of paper, or a piece of paper, to lean on. Alright, so we need to put the plastic on first to make our bubble, or a bauble, or whatever. Position that. Lovely. Now at this stage, it is one of the ones that Lee sent me. Be really careful not to get glue in the middle because it makes a right old mess, let me tell you. Right, so now we just want to go right around the edge of here again. I think I did one of these, might have been last year. Might have been for a different challenge. But, yeah, I ended up with glue all over that plastic bit. And it was a devil to get off. Really, it really was. Yep, that's working out good. Look at that. So I've already got a little bit of a little bit of glue on the plastic. Try as you might, you just don't seem to be able to not do it. That glue stick gets everywhere. Alright. Give it a little bit of a clean up. And now we've got to put this on, which adds that little bit more layer. So let's just glue that up in places. Alright, so that's good. That's turned out really well. And everything's stuck on. So I'm happy with that. But when I put it down there, it just looks a bit plain, everything. Just looks a bit plain. So I'm thinking I need something behind here just to give it a little bit more oomph. Let's see. So remember this stuff that I got from Lee? I'm thinking that up behind it looks really nice. And I could have it as a sort of flip like this, and then you'll still see the number 6. A lot of that will be covered over, but it still gives the effect. Oh, I wonder if I could turn it the other way. Have the green this way. And the gold. And then when I flip it up, you'll see that bit. No, I like the other way. Alright, so let's do this. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks good. And about there as well. Alright, let's get that stuck on. Need some of the harder glue to stick that on. In the middle there. Right. I use something else just to press down. Make sure it sticks. There we go. And we just want that to stay there. So I'm thinking about there. And we still get the numbers at the side. Let me grab my stapler. And I think I'll just staple it on. Like that. Yes, that's turned out really good. I really like that. Okay, so day 6, selfie in a bubble, is done. Let's get our folder. Pop that back in there like that. Let's have a look. So I forgot to cross this off with you yesterday, which was a little bit silly, wasn't it? But I did it afterwards off camera. So we've done day 5, and this is day 6, selfie in a bubble. So we can cross that off. Let's bring the folder back, and I'll just take you up a little bit. You can see everything. Pop Effie back in here so she can have a rest overnight. Pin. So yeah, we've got 4, 5, and now 6, which will flip up like that. We can see our number 6, and that's selfie in a bubble. Take you down a little bit closer, and that's day 6 done and dusted. And I'll see you for day 7. Okay, bye-bye.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes.